Very good afternoon to you guys. So I'm here with another video, and this is going to be my 45th video. And so this video, I'll talk about the pivots. Uh, you can watch my previous video as well, which was on the pivot. But this time, I'll talk the another aspect of pivot, which many of you might not be aware of, or in fact, you might have not even heard about it. That's a very good option when it comes to pivoting your data, and pivots are generally used to summarize the data, right, to make it very meaningful, neat and clean, and to be very quick in your analysis basically. So well, anyways, this video is not about the introduction of the pivots, but I'm going to talk about there is an option, very it's a very good option, because while giving the training, I somebody asked me that pivots are generally, as you might be aware of the fact that if I write something here, so generally what happens is pivots we use on the one data source point, right? Whenever you use the pivots, you never actually combine the two different data sets from the two different sheets. I mean, you can combine, but generally you might have seen a lot of guys around you, who does this pivoting. If you would have seen them, then you would have watched them, that they generally use the just one data source. But today I'm going to talk about there is another option, which is a very good option, and many of you, and many of, in fact, the good, even the people who whose access skills are excellent, they are not aware of this option. So I just thought, let me share this option with you. Who knows, maybe after watching this video, you may like to apply this feature in your day-to-day work. So guys, I have in order to save the time, I have already written some dummy data here. As you can see, this is a university one data which has some employee IDs and some subjects I have written here, just to explain you. Biology, physics, chemistry, and they have their marks according to their employee IDs. And similarly in university 2, which is on the different sheet, as you can see that this is a different sheet, they have the employee IDs, again the different employee IDs and the different marks, right? So in a case, if you want to combine these two different data sets which are coming from two different sheets, and you want to make a pivot, is it possible? Yes, it is actually possible, right? And how you can do it is actually very easy. You can create this maybe in within this sheet, or maybe within this sheet, but I'm just going to create here in the inside this within this sheet 3. So how to start with this? Go to the insert and press the pivot table, or maybe you can even press this Alt D plus P option, which is the option we actually used to have in Excel 2003, right? So I'm going to press Alt DP this time, and I'll get this window, the direct window, which has external data source, multiple consolidation ranges, Microsoft Excel list or database. So 90% of the time, or in fact throughout your this I mean, wherever you are working, you would have seen the people use the first option, which is the by default option, even in Excel. And there is another option which is called the external data source. I'm not going to talk about the external data source. External data source is it's an option which is used to connect your Excel with the other data sources like MS Access or maybe SQL Server, right? This time, what according to our situation, according to this question, where we have to combine the two sheets, the data from the coming out from the two sheets into one, we'll use this option, multiple consolidation ranges, right? So go to the next option, and now how many page fields do you want? If you say that create a single page field for me, then this Excel will use its own intelligence and gonna create this pivot for you. But you can even use this option, I will create the page field, and as such there is no difference in terms of the how this is going to be structured and how it is going to be looked at the final stage. But you can try this option as well, but for now I'm just going to use this option because I want to be choosy, right? So I'll go to the next option, and when I select this next option, this is the kind of a window it says. So let me just introduce you about this window, and please don't afraid from this. This is actually very easy. This looks like a kind of a you have to get in so many things over here, and but this is actually very easy. So the first step is you need to tell that where is your data source, in which sheet it is, and then once you select that, you need to actually press add, and the moment you press add, it will come down to here, within this all ranges. So I'll just show you now. Let's first we have two sheets and we have two data sets, right? So we're going to add this. So let's do one thing. Let's click on the add. So as you gonna click on the add, it says consolidation reference is not valid, right? Reason being because you haven't selected the data source. So first select any sheet, go to any sheet. I mean it has nothing to do with the, like, you know, you'll have to always select the first sheet and then second. You can select either ways, not a problem. So I'm just going to select this sheet and this is my data, and I'm going to press add. Now this time this will be added, as you can see that sign of exclamation, and before that sign of exclamation you have your university 1 sheet, which is my sheet name. And again, now this time what I'm going to do is, it is already added here. Now I'll again go to the university 2, a different sheet, and I'll click on this data, and now I'll press add. Now thereafter, if you have some more sheets, you can do this like one by one, and you keep on adding them, and they will come, you know, below each. And now you can read that this is a university 1 sheet UNIV, and this is a university 2 sheet, and the data A1 to D5 for both the sheets are available here. Since I don't have any other data, so I'm not going to use any other option. So what I'll do is, if I just simply go ahead and next and finish, you know, it is going to create a you know, field. It is going to merge the entire items. So what we actually have to do is, this time if you want to create this page field, let's say, I'll just show you. That's quite easy actually. Select the data where what you actually exactly want. Now this is a university A data, I beg your pardon, this is a university 2 data. So in case if you're looking for some header which can actually distinguish your university 1 and university 2 data, you can write this stuff. For example, this is a university 2 data, so maybe I can write university 2, or maybe university name. I'll say it's a university A, right? And this is the another university, which is a university 1, and let me select this. And now the moment I selected this, you can see that now there is no option here. It is actually showing empty. So let me add here university, maybe any name, university B, right? Remember these names. After you have given them the headers, you can check again. It has a university A and it has a university V, right? So we're good to go. Let me press next. Now existing worksheet, new worksheet, where do you actually want to create this? If you want to create this in a new worksheet, then you can click here and the new sheet, you know, you will be on the new sheet, and thereafter you can create there. But since I'm already on the new sheet, which is my existing sheet, the blank sheet, I'll not use any other option. I'll say that it has to be on the H3. In case if you want it somewhere else, maybe here you can choose, right? So let me select this G8 and now press finish. Now you have pressed the finish, and this is now, you know, looks very actually to your surprise. In fact, when I actually, you know, first time used this option, even I was little bit, you know, surprised at the fact that you don't have any headers over here, right? It has a row, it has a column, it has a value, it has a page 1. If you would have used you know, the journal pivot, then it actually always talks in terms of the headers, right? If you have the student name, then the column would be here, you know, on that item name. Like suppose if you employee, I mean to say, this is 101, 102, they were all employee IDs, but you can't see any option over here, right? So that's the different way of this. I mean, this happens like little bit, I mean, it's a different way of pivoting, but this is how it actually works. Now before we further go and try to change couple of things over here, let me just close this and let us first you know, go through this and check what exactly it is doing. So I have all the employee IDs which are merged now from both the sheets. As you can see that 101, 102, 3, 104. I have here 101, 103 with their marks, you know, and on the second sheet I have again the employee IDs 555, 666, and so on, and they have, you know, very nicely merged, you know, and every item is falling you know, below one another. So this is how it has actually clubbed the data. Now the good point is that you can, if you go here and you click on this item, you remember that page field where we have manually written university A and university B. So this is actually the purpose. The moment it is you know, you select the all, it will actually reflect university A and B, both the items, you know, the items belongs to these sheets, university 1 and university 2. But in case if you're looking for just one data, just press select that university A, and this you will get these employee IDs 555, 666, and which belongs to this data. So that's how you can not just summarize the two different sheets, two different data sets, but also you can actually give it a very neat and clean look, and this really looks nice, right? In general pivoting it is not possible. In case if somebody would have asked you about this option, I mean, if you're not aware of this option, then only way of doing this was to actually take these employee IDs and copy it here, and then removing these headers, provided that your headers should be matching for both the datas, and then you could have actually made a pivot, a general pivot, right? But you need not to actually do this, because you might have 10 different sheets, and in 10 different sheets you might have 10 different data sets, right? So that's how you can do this thing, and you can do a lot of kind of research and development, R&D on this, and you might be able to do a lot of other things as well. Like you can for example you can try with the we tried I will create my own page fields. Remember when we pressed Alt DP? You can even try with the another option which was above it, when I was telling you use this option. When it says next, then you can even try this option. We tried this option, right? And before I wrap up, let's just give this a meaningful name. So what you can do is, in row label you can say that this is going to be employee ID. Okay, so this will be the employee ID, and these are the items. This is something which you can hide, or maybe you can change the color to white so that it should not be visible. And this page field, if I say drop down, or maybe you can say that university, right, or category, whatever you want to do it, right? So this is how this thing can be created, and I hope you like the video and you have gained something today from this pivoting video. And please watch my previous video as well. I think it's video number 42, or I guess maybe 43, and it has again a very good feature which I have shared with you in pivoting, how to insert the rows and the columns, right? Generally if you try to insert any row and column, if I do this, you see that I will not be able to create any columns. So in case if you're looking for something where the requirement is as such way that you need to create a column between the pivots, then how actually you can do it by using a different option which is called the paste link, right? So you can watch that video, and you can subscribe to my channel as well. That's my email ID. Let me know in case if you're looking for some help, or maybe something you want to know. And this is how I even conduct the trainings on the MS Access and MS Excel and VBA. So let me know in case if you're looking for some training as well. So for now I am signing off. I'll come with another video, and do subscribe to my channel, and please watch this channel only on YouTube to support me. Thank you so much guys. Have a very wonderful evening.